everybody. I hope you've been well. Okay, I want to get through a quick point today. It might open a few minds. I know it's been pretty revealing to me, and it came up in discussion with a friend of mine the other day who's also a wizard/genius. So I wanted to bring it up to y'all and hopefully open a few minds, get you thinking differently. Okay, first of all, as you can see, I haven't shaved yet. It's No Shave November, and I've been representing the whole month, so that's the reason why I look like a lumberjack right now. I'm going to represent until the end of the month, and then I might shave it. I'm not sure. I kind of like it. You know, it's I kind of like looking like a lumberjack. So anyway, we were discussing the other day the music of the spheres, and this is a philosophical study, a metaphysical study. It basically is the science of cymatics. If you're unfamiliar with what that is, you can look it up. So we were discussing alchemy and how the sun represents gold and how Venus represents the element of copper. And then, as we started talking about cymatics, the topic of the Venus transit came up. And if you study the Venus transit, you know that it makes a five-pointed flower in its orbit. You can look it up online. You can find it for yourself, see what it looks like. So anyway, then we started throwing around the theory of what if that's a cymatic? What if that transit is in fact the tone that Venus makes? And then it seemed to make a lot of sense to me that that would be correct. And I think the alchemists of time knew this, and they tried to represent it in their work the best they could. But again, given their age, you know, you can only do so much. You can only put so much on paper and explain it in a form of language that would be descriptive enough for that time. So I feel the alchemists of time, they knew a lot more than what we give them credit for. These guys had opened their mind to the fractal multiverse theory long before many had even thought that it could exist. So then the topic of ionic bonding came up. Now, seeing as most planets have poles and they're polar, that means that the bonding would be ionic. It would not be covalent. If it was covalent or covalent, then it would be a non-polar bonding. But since the planets are polar and the sun is polar, it would be ionic bonding. And then we started discussing, what if this cymatic, or orbit of Venus, or transit, was in fact the way that copper is ionically bonded to gold as it orbits around the sun? It would make perfect sense from a fractal multiverse standpoint, and it seems to make a lot of sense from a physics standpoint as well. I haven't confirmed it yet, but I'm pretty sure, if I looked into it, that that would be the blueprint of ionic bonding of copper to gold. And now you see, this is a huge clue as to fractal multiverse, and the clues that are all around us every day, that many people just look right beyond, they don't see it. So it branched out into a few other fascinating topics, which I will cover in future videos. But today I just wanted to put out there that a bit of information for you all. Check into it. See if it applies to your sciences and your studies as a scholar. And the modern alchemist has the luxury of modern technology. The modern alchemist can access information from anywhere in the world and beyond as well, because the internet is more than just on this planet, everybody. There's a galactic internet that we are tapping into. So, I guess that's it for today. I hope that you will study that and maybe apply it to some form of your life. Because if you apply fractal multiverse theory to everything around you and everything you do in your life, you will start to find enlightenment. And you will start to see beyond the veil and get a much better comprehension of how things are run, not just on this planet, but in the entire multiverse. So, I love y'all very much, and I hope you'll be well. And until next time.